She was 7 years old when she first drew it. A planet with two suns, rings of silver light circling purple skies. Her mother found the drawing tucked under her bed and asked where she'd seen such a thing. The girl looked up with eyes too old for her face and said, "I lived there once." The memory comes in waves. Not like remembering yesterday or last year, more like remembering a dream that felt more real than waking life. Sarah sits in the regression chair, eyes closed, breathing slow. The practitioner's voice is distant now, like an echo from another room. And suddenly, she's not sitting anymore. She's standing. The ground beneath her feet isn't ground at all. It's soft, warm, almost alive. The air smells different here, sweeter, like flowers she's never smelled on Earth but somehow recognizes. And above her, the sky. It's wrong, or maybe it's right. Two suns hang in purple clouds, casting double shadows that stretch across crystalline structures in the distance. She knows this place. Her body remembers before her mind catches up. Sarah is 34 years old now. Lives in Seattle, works as a graphic designer. Normal life, normal job, but nothing has ever felt normal. Since childhood, she's had this feeling, this pulling. Like she left something behind somewhere but can't remember what or where. She's always been drawn to the stars. Not in a casual way. In a way that makes her chest ache. In a way that feels like homesickness for a place she's never been. Her whole life, she's had dreams. The same ones, over and over. She's somewhere else. The gravity is different, lighter. She can move in ways she can't hear, jump higher, run faster. And there are others, beings tall, thin, with eyes that seem to see through time itself. They speak to her without words. They show her things, technologies, healing methods, ways of living that Earth hasn't discovered yet. She always wakes up crying. Not sad tears, longing tears. The kind that come from missing someone you love more than life itself. When she found the regression practitioner online, something inside her knew. This was it. This was the key. The door back to whatever she'd been searching for her whole life. And now, lying here, letting the practitioner's voice guide her deeper, she feels the door opening. She feels herself stepping through. The first thing she notices is her body. It's different, taller, lighter. Her arms are longer, thinner. Her fingers have an extra joint. She looks down and sees skin that shimmers slightly, like it's made of tiny crystals catching light. It's not scary, it's familiar. This is what she's supposed to look like. This is her real body. She's standing in what looks like a garden, but not like any garden on Earth. The plants here are crystalline structures that pulse with soft light. They grow in geometric patterns, perfect spirals, perfect fractals. They hum, not loud, just a gentle vibration that she can feel in her bones. It's peaceful here. Like the whole planet is breathing in harmony. She looks up again at the two suns. One is yellow, like Earth's sun. The other is smaller, bluer. They dance around each other in the sky, creating patterns of light and shadow that shift throughout the day. She knows their schedule. She's watched them her whole life here. This life, her real life. A voice calls to her, not with sound, with thought, with feeling. She turns and sees a figure approaching, tall, graceful. The being moves like water, smooth and flowing. As they get closer, Sarah feels recognition flood through her. This is Eris, her teacher, her guide, her closest friend. Eris doesn't speak with a mouth. The communication happens directly, mind to mind, but Sarah hears it as clearly as if someone were speaking beside her. "You've been gone," Eris says, and there's warmth in the thought, affection. "We've missed you." Sarah feels confusion ripple through her. Gone. She's been right here, hasn't she? But Eris shakes their head. "No, little one, you're visiting. Your consciousness is split. Part of you is here, remembering. Part of you is there, on Earth, lying in a chair, exploring your past. This is your before. This is where you came from." And suddenly, Sarah understands. She's not having a vision. She's not imagining this. She's remembering. This is real. This was her life before she was born on Earth. Before she became Sarah. Before she forgot everything. "Why did I go?" Sarah asks, and her voice here sounds different. Higher, more musical, like bells chiming. Eris gestures, and they begin to walk together through the crystal gardens. "You volunteered," Eris says. "We all did. Those of us who went to Earth. It was a calling, a mission." They walk to the edge of the garden, and before them stretches a city. But not like cities on Earth. This city is alive. The buildings are grown, not built. They spiral upward in organic shapes, glowing from within. There are no roads, no cars. People here, beings, they move through the air on platforms of light. Some fly on their own, their bodies adapted for it. Everything is connected. Everything flows. Our planet is called Lyra, Eris explains, though Sarah already knows this. The name resonates in her chest like a tuning fork struck perfectly. We are an old race, ancient by Earth's counting. We've evolved beyond many of the struggles your planet still faces. We don't have war here. We don't have hunger. We don't have the kind of separation and fear that drives so much of Earth's suffering. Sarah feels tears forming, though this body doesn't cry the same way. The emotion just radiates out of her, visible as ripples of color in her energy field. Then why did I leave? Why would anyone leave paradise? Eris stops walking and turns to face her fully. Their eyes, large and luminous, hold infinite compassion, because paradise isn't paradise if others are suffering, because consciousness is connected. All of it, every being in every galaxy. We're all part of the same source. And when one part hurts, we all feel it. Earth is young. Earth is struggling. Earth is going through its growing pains. And they need help. Sarah sees images now, flooding her awareness. Earth from space, blue and green and white, beautiful but turbulent. She sees the density there, the heaviness, the way fear has wrapped around the planet like chains. She sees humans, disconnected from each other, from nature, from themselves, fighting, suffering, lost. We can't interfere directly, Eris continues. That would violate free will, but we can go there, be born there, forget who we are, live human lives, and in living those lives, hold a different frequency, be a light in the darkness, help shift things from the inside. Sarah understands now. She remembers the meeting, the gathering, hundreds of beings from Lyra and other planets, all volunteering, all willing to leave their homes, their families, their perfect lives, to go into the densest, hardest place in the galaxy and help. She remembers raising her hand, saying yes, feeling scared but determined. This is what she was born to do. Not born on Earth, born here, on Lyra, with a purpose that extended beyond her own comfort. Eris takes her hand. The touch sends waves of energy through her. Come, they say. Let me show you what you're forgetting. They move through the city. Eris explains as they go. Here on Lyra, we live very differently than humans do. We don't have jobs in the way Earth does. We don't work to survive. Our technology provides everything we need: food, shelter, energy, all freely available. So instead, we focus on growth, on learning, on creating, on connecting. They pass a structure that looks like a dome made of liquid light. Inside, Sarah can see beings gathered in a circle, their energy fields merged into one. That's a collective learning space, Eris explains. They're sharing knowledge, experiences, memories. When we learn something, we can share it directly with others. No need for books or schools, just direct transmission. Sarah feels a pang of longing. On Earth, everything is so slow, so inefficient. Learning takes years. Communication is clumsy, limited by language. Connection is rare and precious because it's so hard to achieve. You miss this, Eris observes. Even in your human form, you miss this. That's why you feel so lonely on Earth, why you've always felt like something was missing. Because you remember this. Even if you don't consciously know it, your soul remembers. They continue walking until they reach a tall spire at the center of the city. It stretches up into the purple sky, impossibly high, touching the clouds. This is the central node, Eris says. This is where we connect with other worlds, other civilizations, where we share information across the galaxy. They enter the spire, and inside, it's like standing in the center of the universe. Streams of light flow in all directions. Each stream is a connection to another planet, another species, another consciousness. Sarah can feel them all. Thousands of worlds, millions of beings, all linked, all part of the network. Earth isn't connected yet, Eris says, and there's sadness in the thought. They're still isolated, still think they're alone in the universe. That's part of why it's so hard there. Part of why the volunteers are needed, to help them remember, to help them wake up, to prepare them for the day when they join the network and realize they were never alone. Sarah moves through the streams of light, and memories flood back. She remembers her life here, her real life. She was a healer. She worked with energy, helping beings who were out of balance find their center again. She was good at it, gifted. She spent centuries doing this work, learning, growing, becoming a master. She had a family here, not like families on Earth. Connections were different. She had a soul group, beings she was intimately connected with. They shared energy, shared experiences, shared love in a way that human words can't describe. Pure, unconditional, eternal. She sees one face in particular, a being named Solara, her closest companion. They've been together for thousands of years across multiple lifetimes, always finding each other, always connected. Solara is the one she misses most, the one she's been searching for on Earth in every person she meets, never quite finding. Solara is still here, Eris says gently, reading her thoughts, waiting for you. When your mission on Earth is complete, when that life ends, you'll come back. You'll remember fully. You'll reunite. The thought is both comforting and heartbreaking because Sarah knows she has decades left on Earth. Decades of forgetting, decades of loneliness, decades of being separated from everything she loves. Why does it have to be so hard? Sarah asks, her voice breaking. Why do we have to forget everything? Why can't we remember while we're there? Eris pulls her close, wrapping her in energy that feels like the warmest hug. Because if you remembered, you couldn't fully experience being human. You'd always have one foot here, one foot there. You couldn't learn what you went to learn. You couldn't help in the way you're meant to help. The forgetting is necessary. It's part of the process. But it's not forever. Slowly, over time, you start to remember. Pieces come back. Dreams, feelings, knowing that doesn't make sense. And eventually, when you're ready, the full memory returns. Sarah pulls back and looks around the central node one more time. What else do I need to know? What else am I forgetting? Eris considers this. You need to know that you're not alone on Earth. There are thousands of volunteers there. Maybe millions. You walk past them every day. You don't recognize each other because you're all wearing human costumes. But you're there. Holding the light. Shifting the frequency. Doing the work. Images flash through Sarah's awareness. She sees herself on Earth, 7 years old, drawing planets with 2 suns, 14 years old, staring at the stars and crying, 21 years old, feeling like she doesn't fit anywhere, 30 years old, searching for something she can't name, and now, 34, finally finding answers. You've been leaving yourself clues, Eris says with what feels like a smile. Your whole life, your soul has been trying to wake you up. The drawings, the dreams, the interests, the feelings, all of it, breadcrumbs, leading you back to this moment, back to remembering. Eris leads her to a viewing platform. From here, they can see out across the landscape of Lyra, mountains made of crystal that sing in the wind, rivers of liquid light flowing through valleys, forests of bioluminescent trees that glow in the darkness, and above it all, the 2 suns, dancing their eternal dance. This is your home, Eris says. This will always be your home. But right now, Earth is your home too. You belong in both places. You're a bridge, a translator, someone who can hold both frequencies and help Earth remember what it's forgotten. Sarah feels the weight of this, the responsibility, the sacred duty, but also the honor, the gift. She was chosen for this. Out of all the beings on Lyra, she was one of the ones selected, because she was strong enough, because she was brave enough, because she cared enough. You'll forget again, Eris warns gently. When you wake up from this regression, you'll be back in your human body, back in your human mind. The memory will feel distant, like a dream, but it will change something in you. It will crack something open, and from now on, you'll know. Deep down, you'll know the truth, and that knowing will guide you. Sarah nods. She understands. She's ready. One more thing, Eris says, and their energy shifts, becomes more intense, more focused. You came to Earth with a specific gift, a specific ability. You're a healer there, just like you were here. But you've been blocking it, hiding it, because you're afraid. Afraid of being different. Afraid of being seen. But it's time to stop hiding. It's time to use your gifts. That's why you're there. That's what you came to do. Sarah feels this truth land in her body. She thinks about her life on Earth. How she's always been drawn to alternative medicine, energy work, healing modalities. But she's kept it small, kept it private, studied it but never really practiced it. Too scared of what people would think. Too scared of being labeled crazy. The world needs healers now more than ever, Eris says. They need people who can help them reconnect, who can show them how to work with energy, how to heal themselves, how to remember their own divinity. You have this gift. You've always had it. It's time to use it. Sarah feels fear and excitement mixing together. She knows Eris is right. She knows this is her path, but it's scary. It means stepping out, being visible, risking rejection, risking failure. You won't be alone, Eris assures her. We're always with you, always guiding you. You can't see us from Earth, but we're there, in your dreams, in your intuition, in the synchronicities and signs. We're always sending you messages, always supporting you. You just have to listen. The scene begins to fade. The colors become less vivid. The sounds become more distant. Sarah feels herself being pulled back across space, back across dimensions, back to Earth, back to the chair, back to the human body named Sarah, who works as a graphic designer in Seattle and has always felt like she didn't belong. Remember, Eris calls after her, their voice echoing across the distance. Remember who you are. Remember why you came. Remember that you're loved, always loved, never alone, never forgotten. We're waiting for you. We'll always be waiting. And then Sarah sees it. The moment she said goodbye, the moment she left Lyra, she's standing in a chamber filled with light. Solara is there. Her soul family is there. Eris is there. They're all gathered around her, sending her love, sending her strength. She's about to enter a device, not a machine, more like a portal. It will send her consciousness across the galaxy to Earth, to a baby being born, to a new life, a new chance, a new mission. Solara holds her face gently. I'll find you, Solara whispers. In every lifetime, across every distance, I'll always find you, and one day, you'll come home, and we'll be together again, forever. Sarah is crying, not with this body, with her Lyran body, tears of light streaming down her crystalline face. I don't want to go, she says. I don't want to forget you. You won't forget, Solara promises. Not really. You'll carry me in your heart. You'll feel me in every sunset, every star, every moment of beauty. I'll be there, always there. And then Sarah steps into the portal. The light surrounds her. She feels herself dissolving, becoming pure energy, pure consciousness. She's moving now, faster than light, across galaxies, toward Earth, toward the blue planet that needs her, toward the life she chose, toward the forgetting. The last thing she hears is Solara's voice. I love you. I'll always love you. Come back to me. And then, darkness, silence, the forgetting begins. The practitioner's voice brings her back slowly, counting up from 1 to 10, each number a step closer to present time, to Earth time, to now. Sarah opens her eyes. She's crying, really crying, sobbing so hard her whole body shakes. But they're not sad tears. They're release tears, recognition tears, coming home tears even though she's still here on Earth. The practitioner hands her tissues, waits patiently, knows better than to rush this moment. It was real. Sarah finally manages to say, it was all real. I was there. I lived there. That's where I'm from. The practitioner nods. Tell me what you remember. And Sarah does. She pours it all out. The planet with 2 suns, the crystal gardens, the city of light, Eris and Solara, the mission, the volunteers, the goodbye, all of it. As she talks, she notices something changing inside her. The loneliness that's been her constant companion for 34 years. It's different now, not gone, but transformed, because she understands it now. It's not depression. It's not something wrong with her. It's homesickness. It's missing a place that's real, a place she'll return to someday. She leaves the session and walks to her car. The Seattle sky is gray and rainy, typical for this time of year, but she looks up at it and smiles, because behind those clouds, beyond Earth's atmosphere, beyond the galaxy, Lyra is still there, Eris is still there, Solara is still there, waiting for her, loving her, supporting her. Over the next few days, Sarah can't stop thinking about the regression. She reads everything she can find about Lyra, about starseeds, about volunteers, and she discovers a whole community of people who've had similar experiences, people who remember other planets, other lives, other homes among the stars. She joins online groups, attends meets, finds her people, other volunteers who understand, who felt the same loneliness, the same longing, the same sense of being alien in a human world, and something begins to shift in her. That fear she's carried about her healing abilities, it starts to dissolve, because she remembers now. This is what she came to do. This is her mission. She can't hide anymore. She can't play small anymore. Too much is at stake. She starts slowly, takes a Reiki class, then learns about sound healing, then studies energy work. She practices on friends, then friends of friends. And she discovers she's good at it. Really good. People feel something when she works with them. They heal faster, feel better, report profound experiences. Within a year, she's quit her graphic design job. She's opened a small healing practice. Nothing fancy. Just a room where she can work with people, help them reconnect with themselves, help them remember who they really are. Her clients don't know she's from another planet. She doesn't tell them, but they feel something different about her, something pure, something healing, and they keep coming back. Sarah still has hard days. Days when the forgetting feels heavy, when Earth feels too dense, too difficult. But now she has tools. She closes her eyes. She breathes. She connects with Lyra, with Eris, with Soplata, and she feels them there, always there, sending love across the stars. She starts recognizing other volunteers. She can see it in their eyes, that same ancient quality, that same depth, that same searching. Sometimes she'll meet someone and just know they're from somewhere else too. Maybe not Lyra, maybe another planet, but not from Earth, not originally. She starts having conversations she never could have had before. Deep conversations about purpose and mission and why we're really here. And she finds that more people are ready for these conversations than she expected. More people are waking up. More people are remembering. One day, she meets someone new, a client who books a healing session. The moment they walk in, Sarah's heart skips. There's something familiar about them, something that calls to her soul. They talk before the session, shared their stories. And the person mentions they've always felt drawn to a particular star system, always dreamed of a planet with purple skies and 2 suns. Sarah's hands start shaking. "Tell me more," she whispers. And as the person describes their memories, their dreams, their regression experiences, Sarah knows, this is someone from Lyra. This is one of her soul family. Maybe not soul Lyra, but someone close, someone from home. They cry together, laugh together, share memories that shouldn't be possible but are. And in that moment, Sarah understands. The volunteers are finding each other, waking each other up, remembering together. This is how the mission works. Not through grand gestures, not through saving the world single-handedly, but through small connections, through recognition, through helping each other remember, through holding the light together. Sarah looks at the stars every night now, not with sadness anymore, with gratitude, because she knows where she's from. She knows why she's here. She knows she's exactly where she's supposed to be. And one day, when this life is over, when her mission is complete, she'll go home. She'll step out of this human body and back into her Lyran form. She'll see Eris waiting, Solara running toward her, her soul family gathering around. And they'll say, "Welcome home. You did so well. We're so proud of you." But until then, she stays, she works, she heals, she loves, she holds the light, because that's what she came here to do. That's what all the volunteers came here to do. And every day, more are waking up, more are remembering, more are finding each other. The frequency is shifting, the planet is changing, and the volunteers, the ones who left paradise to help Earth find its way, they're doing their job, one beautiful, broken, sacred human at a time. If something stirred in you while listening to this, if you felt that pull, that recognition, that sense of remembering something you shouldn't know, then maybe you're one of them too. Maybe you're a volunteer. Maybe you came from somewhere else to be here now. And if that's true, then welcome. You're not alone. You never were. Your soul family is here, scattered across the planet, waiting to find you. Subscribe for more stories of remembering.